Chapter 9 Cry St Mass Shopping Mum. Ellen called the red or the blue? She asked. The blue one. Susan, her mum replied from the room. It was a few days before Christmas and Susan had finally decided to take her daughter holiday shopping. She was fond of making up her mind at the dying minute. It was after a few days of persuasion that she finally accepted to reschedule her time to be able to make her daughter happy. Ellen ran into her room and jumped on her bed. Are we going to have ice cream after shopping? She asked excitedly. She was dressed in a lovely blue gown. Sure, honey. Susan replied absent-mindedly. I would also like to have biscuits and chocolates, and Ellen listed all she wanted whether her mum was listening or not. As they get into the car, Ellen described how she wanted her Christmas tree. I want it short but not too short. I love the shiny accessories and personalized socks. Oh, very important. Susan loved how cheerful her daughter was and never attempted to interrupt her while she was at it. At the shopping center she was surprised to find a great mass of customers. It seemed everyone was late shopping at the same time, like they all waited to go shopping the same day. The building was so crowded people who got in would find it difficult to get out. What's going on? The crowd's not usually like this. Did something special happen today? Susan asked the man by the parking lot. Oh, today is Black Friday, he answered. Susan felt both happy and sad. Yes, she would get discounts, but how was she supposed to get into such a congested area with her daughter? She turned to the man again and saw how busy he was with his phone. Maybe he was waiting for someone, she thought. Going through the parking lots, Susan found a group of people also on their phones. Everyone seemed to be waiting for someone. The parking lot was also crowded with people on their smartphones, even though not as much as those in the building. I don't think we can fit in there, Ellen said tearfully. No, honey, of course not. We'll just find all we need and leave. We won't waste our time. To her dismay, the crowd was just too much. I think we should come back tomorrow, Susan said. But Mum, you promised. Susan sighed. She didn't like making promises because of the fear that situations like this would arise. But darling, it's just too crowded. If not today, then I don't want it anymore. Susan had to look for an attendant to help her make a purchase. There were many malls in the building from which she would have made her choice if it were to be on a normal day, but she would have to settle for one mall and purchase whatever products they had. I'd love you to guide me here, she said to a male attendant who was wrapping some products. Sure. How can I help her? The crowd seems quite overwhelming. I'm extremely germophobic, and so I think shopping with all these people is going to be a problem. No, it's not. He said and beckoned on her to follow him. Here, he said, pointing at the push-pull sign. You do not have to enter the malls if you don't want to. Really? Yeah, all you just have to do is scan the Blizzy Code and you get a 360-degree view of the mall. Every mall in this building has a Blizzy Code push-pull sign, and scanning it lets you have a digital footprint of the mall stored in your phone. Now you can navigate and do your shopping. Really? That's easy, thank you. You are welcome, Mom. Susan did as she was told. She knew her daughter's favorite malls, and she made sure to scan every Blizzy Code push-pull sign in them. Then they went back to their car. So that's why they're all on their phones, said Ellen joyously. Susan opened up her Blizzy Code, and the first thing they searched for was a Christmas tree, hoping to find the suitable one for Ellen. This one. Ellen screamed excitedly. The price had been slashed down and it was still up for grabs. I guess Blizzy Code saved the day, Susan smiled. Let's do more shopping, Ellen said as they navigated through the malls.